So at this point, I have been thinking about how I have all these weapons that I don't even use, and now I have all these powerful weapons that I could turn into synths to make my current powerful weapons even more powerful, and perhaps build it up into a new one. That process took quite a precious amount of time, so much so that I'm not even sure if it was even worth it. I also encountered this interesting glitch where attempting to enter the back door in the shipwreck just spawns you somewhere under the map. It's really insane because eventually it jumps you up above the map itself and there is just no way back in. I was curious about it and researched glitches because, well, I didn't want to have to use up my escape powder if I didn't have to. After all, the other reason I go into the back rooms is actually to collect the gemstone attachments. They put in way more work than your average attachment, and building up my weapons becomes so much easier. I could try fishing, but I found that fishing frustrated me far too much to continue doing that. So I came across the broken dagger glitch, and I tried it out. I spawned in total, I think, 3 of them. I decided to go ahead and use one of them to upgrade Nilla's weapon. Hers is the weakest after all. The other 2 I attached to Toan's older weapons that didn't have any useful stats, and I sold them to acquire a ton of money. Now I know what you're thinking. It's your first playthrough, isn't that breaking the spirit of the game? And I hear you. I want to do this as honestly as I can. But the process for building weapons takes such an exhausting amount of time, and that's when I realized I don't play games casually anymore. I play for the experience for sure, but I like being able to move on. So if the grind becomes too grindy, I tend to see if I can make do. So aside from Nilla's weapon, everyone else's weapon was synthed and stacked on top of their best ones, mixing and matching to raise their elemental and anti-monster stats as best as I could, until eventually I got Toan's sword ranked up one more time. Ruby's is so close. It's absolutely frustrating to know that there's no point in building up her weapon unless I have access to a ton of holy. And Goro, well, Goro will be doing just fine. Don't you worry, I have a good way to utilize his skills. Moving on, the next area is yellow drops. So before I clue you in on what's going on here, I think we should finally see some gameplay cutscenes, shall we? Oh no, Matataki Village. Another place has overtaken your OST. That's my favorite now. It's so nice and tranquil. I mean, Muskalaka was pretty awesome, but like, oh, I love this way too much. Okay, so after the nightmare that was grinding forever and a day for a weapon, let's just trigger some cutscene of some kind. This is the factory that our boss is so proud of. What do you think? It's something, isn't it? I am Ledan. I am in charge of this factory. I was told about you. Nice to meet you. I am so glad you don't speak in recitative. Oh, Samba's supposed to be your guide. He's not around. Well then, I will take his place and guide you. So I hear you need to know about the sealing technique. That is a secret from ancient times used by our ancestors. Maybe our boss knows. Also, this music's pretty good too. Shall we go? This is the great factory our boss, leader of the Moon People, has created. There is nothing you can't make here. Nothing? Unfortunately, the boss is not here. Along with testing the new model, he's entered a contest. If it's urgent to see him now, go to the Colosseum. The Colosseum is straight ahead, past the Moon Sea. However, the moon sea has changed recently. Monsters are lurking all over now. Also, the structure of the moon sea seems to have become more complicated. I'll walk you to the entrance of the moon sea. This way, please. Beyond this gate is the moon sea, but then it's quite different from any sea you know. Recently, many monsters started appearing in the moon sea. Stay sharp and be careful. Various recovery and support items are sold in this village. Be fully prepared before you set foot on the moon sea. So long now. The problem is I can't go into edit mode, which means that quick travel is non-existent.
So
Which
Yellow
means
Drops is
this will be
different
very
from most
annoying. Villages we've seen so far, all the buildings are left intact. We will be collecting Atla, but not for what you'd expect. Unless you've already played the game already, then you know what to expect. But I won't talk about that just yet. The important thing is Yellow Drops contains all the important things, a shop, and a place to store all your inventory. The problem? You have to manually walk to it, which is incredibly tedious. Not to mention, if you don't know where you're going, you can get bamboozled quite easily. What's this over here? Is this the shop? Oh, they have the item check in here. So that's the entrance. That's the storage place, right? Wait, there were two buildings? Hold on. I'm lost. Where's the shop? So that's the dungeon. And then I went over there. That's the storage place. So actually, this might be the shop. Where's the actual shop? I don't know where it's located at. This is very annoying. Oh-ho! Ah! Since quickly traversing from one side of the map to the other is locked to editing mode and none of the village tiles are editable, you'll have to painstakingly walk to where you're going. If you don't make frequent stops, it won't be as annoying, but if you like scoring the town for chests after completing a few dungeon floors, it can become rather taxing. Oh well, it is what it is. What on earth? Huh? Wait, actual moon? Well, okay. Let's go. Get wrecked, you. Oh, very nice looking spring. Oh God. What the heck was that? Get wrecked, you weird whatever you were. It was so mean, it just shot me. Oh. Ah, it hurt my feelings. Ta-da! You might have noticed that the area is nice and open. That means you'll have to be very careful. While you still follow the same restrictions for travel, it would appear that ranged attacks follow no such restrictions, and these annoying ladybugs with artillery cannons can snipe you from afar. They don't hurt too bad, but it's still not very fun to get hit from behind and not be able to fight back. Now, this time around, the key to progression is the silliest thing, gunpowder. But seeing as you already saw the giant cannon, that was probably a given. Okay, I really wish I could skip this cutscene. All right, we got it, man. All right, he can take something out. He's a capable fighter. Oh, I bet this is a drop key. Or a key you get in a chest. This is their equivalent of a locked door. I got it. What's in here? A handle. That's what we're looking for. All right, Crank, do your thing. All right, we got everything we need. Let's get the heck out. Here we go. Kaboom!